Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to assemble a rebar cage for a concrete footing. This is for some 6x6 pressure treated posts that are going to be for a garbage enclosure. I'm also going to show you a few other things that we're going to get ready for this project. Please stay tuned and continue watching until the end so you won't miss out on any details of how you can do this kind of work as well. So yesterday I uploaded a video of how to build those rings. They're made out of number 3 rebar, and we had to do at least like 36 of them because we have 9 holes, and in each hole we need 4 rings that are spaced out according to the site plan. And we also had to cut these vertical rebars. Those are number 4. And we cut those to lengths approximately like 2.5 feet long. And so once you have all those rebar cut for the vertical and you have all the round rebar ready, you can go ahead and assemble the cage. It's pretty straightforward. In our site plan, it asks for the first rebar cage at the top to be about 2 inches below the surface. Then the rest of the rebars are every 2 inches on center. And it calls for 3 rebar rings at the top and 1 ring at the bottom. We're tying everything together with these rebar ties, and then at the bottom we're going to be putting in those Dobie concrete little blocks. We're going to put 1 on each leg, and then we're going to, once the hole is ready, we're going to place it in the hole, and that will pretty much be ready for the footing, for the concrete. The only thing that we need after that is to install the 6x6 pressure treated post that's going to go right in the middle. So over here we're starting to dig and prep the area before we continue to finish up the assembling of the cages. And the reason for this is because every hole is different. We have the hole here at the bottom that is close to the drain grate. That one is going to be per plan, and then the rest, they're actually all going to be per plan, but the one that's at the lowest level, that one's going to be the least deep, the depth. Then after that, the rest of the holes, they're going to be a little deeper because the ground is sloping up and away from the lowest point. So that's why we got to get everything ready. And in order to do so, we had to remove all of this dirt. There was like a planter area on the other side of the parking spot, and it was about 1.5 feet high. So we have to excavate that and remove all that soil so it's not in the way of the garbage enclosure area, and also for the perimeter of the fence. So these are the cages. We have a few of them ready. I believe we have 4 of them pre-made. The rest of them, we're gonna be assembling them as needed because the rest of the holes are gonna be deeper, and that means that our vertical number 4 rebar, it's gonna have to be longer, so the position of the cage is according to the site plan. And to get all this dirt out, I had to go and pick up my dump trailer. This trailer measures 7 feet wide by 12 feet long, and it's perfect because once we loaded up all this dirt, it fit just fine, and I still had more room. I'm actually gonna bring it back tomorrow when we finish up a few holes and a little bit more digging, and so we can continue to load it before I go and dump it. I checked with a few different dumping sites, and there are several in our local area that take like this kind of soil. The lowest one, they charge like $32 per yard, and there was like 2 other ones. The other one charged like $45, and the third one was like $38. So they're all pretty similar. And my plan is, once I have all the dirt loaded and ready, I'm gonna go to the cheapest option, which is pretty close, and hopefully they'll let me just dump it without a problem. If I have any like, you know, situation with that, I'm gonna have to try the second one. But I'm thinking the cheaper one, that one should be fine. Sometimes they just check your load, make sure you don't have any like contamination or any other debris that they don't like. But like you see over here, it's mostly all dirt, so I don't think there will be any problem with that. But once we demo all this dirt and take it out, load it in there, thankfully we were able to get most of that done today. And we're also gonna continue to excavate and dig the rest of the holes. And by tomorrow, our plan is to finish everything. So I even called the inspector. I scheduled a partial inspection for tomorrow. Typically, they will arrive first thing in the morning. So, which is perfect because we already have about 4 holes pretty much ready. So by the time he comes in, I'm already gonna have, you know, a few cages done, and he'll be able to let us know if we're on a good track. So right here, I got this self-leveling, rotating laser level, and you have this rod with the receiver, and what this does is it will give you the level. So right here I have the lowest point hole, and I'm checking the level, and it gave us about, from where I have it set up right here, it's 6 foot and 10 inches high. That was the perfect level of that bottom hole. After that, we can start checking each hole and see how much we need to excavate, because we're gonna dig down so that the base of each hole is the same height. Over here next to the sidewalk, the plan asks us to be 5 foot away from the sidewalk for the edge of the post. And so all of these things is good to do. It's always a great idea and pretty much necessary to keep the site plan close by and just go back to it for reference ever so often, so you can make sure that everything is in the exact position. Because when the inspector comes in tomorrow to check everything, that's what he's gonna go off of. He's gonna check the site plan and just make sure that everything is according to that. Like in our case right here, these holes need to be 18 inches wide, and the depth, it needs to be 30 inches deep. So in this hole over here, we found that it needed a little bit more excavation, like 3-4 inches more. So that's what we're doing, because this is like our lowest grade hole. And once we have that perfect, we can use that as a reference point for checking the level of the rest of the holes. So that one is going to be 30 inches deep. The rest of them are going to be a little deeper. Right here, I'm measuring the length from the fence all the way down to the hole, and we got a perfect placement. Then I measured across about 5.5 feet. That's where the 2 gates are going to meet at that corner. And then from that corner to the other edge, we have 7 feet in the middle where we have to dig another hole. So that's why I said, you know, the plan, checking it, and it always has the measurements right there, so you can easily just go to it for reference, and you'll be able to tell exactly where you need to dig the holes. Then we're over here laying a string line. This is going to help us to make sure that we have the straight edge for the posts, and also for the holes, you know, to make sure that everything is perfectly laid out. So right here, we're gonna start excavating the final hole that we need, and the rest of them, we just gotta dig them a little bit more to make sure that they are where they need to be. But that's pretty much the entire process. We hope tomorrow finish up everything, so definitely stay tuned for that. We really appreciate you supporting our channel and watching our content. Consider subscribing to our channel and activate the notification bell so you won't miss out on any future videos. May God bless you, and I'll see you on the next project.